Hello from Istanbul. Day 2 of my exploring. Today I want to make it over to the Asian side. I just took my first tram ride from where I was staying to this waterfront area. Very chill vibes down here, a few fishermen, and also a lot of people enjoying the nice weather. Only about 14 degrees Celsius, but the sun is strong today and it feels very nice. Now, I had no idea how people actually cross the two sides of Istanbul. I thought maybe I would have to take a train across a bridge or something like that. But I found out you can actually take a boat. At least according to Google, there's a ferry leaving in 17 minutes. I think that might be it. Oh, and then there's a bunch of boats over here too. As usual in Istanbul, there's lots going on. I'll figure this out. Okay, it looks like the ferry entrance is under this grassy area. Oh, it is one of these boats. Look at this. Check out this boat ride. This is so cool. So they had the tap to pay with your credit card, and the boat was about to leave, so I didn't have time to think about how much I was paying. But after I tapped, it said I paid 90 Turkish lira, which is under 2 euros. And now I get this beautiful boat ride to cross from Europe into Asia. Wow. This is an example to many big cities around the world of how to do public transit. Affordable, like fun, clean, modern. You know, this isn't, I'm not stuck on a highway somewhere on some crowded bus. I'm having an experience. And according to Google, it's a 20-minute boat ride. I think I just fell in love with Istanbul. And just like that, welcome to the Asian side of Istanbul. They had a little cafe on the ferry as well. Just got myself a tea for 20 Turkish lira. I promise I'm going to talk about more than just the boat ride in today's video. But I have to say again, that was the best public transit experience I've had in a very, very long time. Good job, Istanbul. Now, I don't have an exact destination today, but I'm walking towards an area called Moda. And how this area was described to me by someone who has visited Istanbul, he said if the area on the European side that has a lot of tourists is like Manhattan, this is more like Brooklyn. Manhattan is the busy area that a lot of people visit and tourists spend a lot of their time. Brooklyn is where local people like to hang out and, you know, where the cool kids live. Apologies to any Turkish viewers for using such an American-centric comparison. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Can I have, you have with chicken and fries?
Chicken fries.
Chicken fry
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bread, which one?
Bread, please.
Bread. Diyor ki iç kapılara benzer şekilde bir çalışma
Canada.
yapıldı.
Canada.
Yeah.
Bittiğinde post
Welcome to Turkey.
Thank you. It's my second day.
Ah,
Second day. Yeah. Thank you. Wow, fast. Thank you so much.
yönetmenlik var.
I do YouTube. Yes.
Bir tane de ayran alabilir miyim?
Açık kapalı.
Söyle alakası yok birinin bir şey söyle.
What is your name?
Umut.
Umut.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Umut.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I'm sure anyone watching my last video will wonder if there will come a day where I have anything other than kebab and ayran, because that's exactly what I had on day 1. But that place looked really cool, and I wanted to get a comparison of how the prices differ. So that cost me 150 lira. I think I paid 300 in the European quarter, and I felt like I had to look around to find a good deal. And to be honest, there were a lot of places that didn't have prices listed. But as soon as you walk in, like, there was one place I walked in and I asked how much for like the donor plate, and they wanted 1,000. And it was just a very casual place, you know, and that's, I'm sure 1,000 you could have an absolute feast in many parts of Istanbul. So, but there's more to Istanbul than boat rides and kebabs. So let's go explore what this neighborhood has. Okay, when I stepped off the boat, I thought this area looked pretty sleepy and quiet, but now I'm starting to see there is a lot going on. Just look at these buildings beside me. Completely different style over here. It's getting even cheaper. It's always like that, isn't it? You think you found the best deal ever. You walk 2 more blocks, you're like, wait. Now, alcohol might not be as available in Istanbul as it is in a lot of European cities where you can literally buy it anywhere. But it is readily available. I mean, literally, I just noticed there's a wine shop behind me. So if you're thinking a predominantly Muslim country won't have alcohol for sale, that is not the case here in Turkey. At least in Istanbul. I don't know if it varies when you get to more traditional parts of the country. Okay, I'm definitely starting to get the vibe why that guy called this area Brooklyn. This is definitely where the cool kids hang out. A lot of very trendy looking cafes and thrift stores and stuff like that. And in general, I gotta say, Istanbul is a very stylish city. I feel very underdressed, actually. People here are looking good. I think it's time for a coffee. Is it just me, or does the Asian side feel more European and the European side feel more Asian? I'm sure I'm not the first person to make that observation. Or maybe it's just this specific area, but everything here just feels so cool and trendy. Like I'm in some hybrid of like New York and London and Paris. And well, to be honest, I guess all the cities are developing kind of a similar multicultural cosmopolitan feel these days. But clearly Istanbul is no exception. I mean, in front of me is a cafe that could fit right in Paris. Over there's a pub that would fit in London. The hipster cafe I just came out of could be in New York or Berlin. I mean, it's all here. I am surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I am surprised. I think the reality is just I haven't heard a lot about Istanbul. I've heard people who visit here tell me, oh, it's a great city, you have to visit. But then you see pictures of the traditional Turkish breakfast. You see pictures of like people riding those hot air balloons in Cappadocia. What you don't see are the city streets behind me, thriving with creative, young, open-minded people. And I'm so happy I got to see this with my own eyes. It's really great to see. It's really it's really great to see. Okay, I was starting to feel like I look very much like a tourist, so I decided to visit one of the great thrift stores of this neighborhood. Check out what I got. So what do you think? Am I looking more like a local? Probably not, given that I am obnoxiously talking to my own camera in public. But still, I gotta say, it's a pretty cool sweater. What is the name of this? How do I say the food?
This, in Turkish,
Yeah,
ıspanak.
Espanak.
Yes,
Spanak.
ıspanak. Evet.
Spanak.
Yeah, it's similar to spinach.
Her görenin ayrı bir şeyi var. Evet değil mi? Ve
So YouTube, I just sat down for another cup of tea and I met Haran, who works
yeah.
at this nice bakery, and he's showing me his artwork. This is real people. You see them?
It's real people.
You
Yes.
see the people. That's nice.
It's from Pinterest.
Okay. Wow.
It's my friends. It's my pens too.
That's cool. Always with like pencil or
Pencil, yeah, it's cardboard. It's my bag.
your back?
Yeah.
You were telling me it's hard to be an artist here
Definitely. Yeah.
because there's no money, or what? Why is it hard?
It's about like people. Turkish people generally don't like art.
Really?
Yes. Don't respect the artists.
Maybe this neighborhood is different
Yes.
because I see
It's
art on the
mostly-
walls.
yes.
Okay,
Kadıköy is different.
yeah.
Definitely different.
So for the artists in Turkey, they come here.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
that's
the-
interesting.
That's point. Like how can I say? Midpoint, like midpoint for artists.
Wow. So we have a big country and a little place for artists.
Just here. You can make art.
Oh wow. Well, I'm happy I found this place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice with the. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, because I'm making videos about Istanbul, and I was talking about how this area. I feel like I'm in London or Berlin or something.
Really?
Like just the cafes,
Just
the
for here or all of them?
like both sides. You mean?
Yes.
I would say European side feels different.
Yeah.
I took the ferry, and right when I arrived here, everything feels very European.
Yeah.
The Asian side feels European. More than the European side.
Got you.
Okay, that was very interesting. I just stopped in for a little snack and a tea because everywhere I see there's people drinking tea, and I wanted to join them. But as you saw, I met the artist who worked there. Here I was walking around this neighborhood feeling like, look at the street art, look at the cool thrift stores, look at all the trendy cafes. Turkish people must be full of the same culture and appreciation as these other great cities. But maybe, as he was saying, this little bubble is the exception. Maybe this little area is where the artists hang out because the rest of the country has no culture for them. That is a deep thought, isn't it? Maybe just like a fancy new sweater might change your appearance, it can't change the fact that underneath you are just another boring tourist talking to his camera. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the context to speak anymore on this topic, but I will say sometimes artists can be cynical personalities. Sometimes artists might say things like, oh, this country has no artwork. I mean, I'm sure this country that created so many beautiful buildings, and I mean, there's a beauty aesthetically to Turkey, right? So there must be some appreciation for artwork. I don't know. I'm gonna open this conversation to you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is Turkey a country of artists, or is it not? You know, it's 15 minutes later. I've just been walking and thinking about this some more. And maybe what that moment was meant to teach me is not to think I've understood Istanbul too soon. You know, sometimes as travelers we arrive somewhere and we have, like before you arrive somewhere, you have an idea of what that city or country will be like. And then you have an experience that surprises you or questions what you thought you knew. That's the beauty of traveling, when you have experiences like that. But it's important not to flip too soon to the other side and to think, oh, I thought Istanbul was like this, but actually Istanbul is just like Paris or London or New York or whatever, and to miss all the nuances, the good and the bad, about what makes Istanbul what it is. For me to think I've understood this city after 2 days would be as thin as this sweater that I just bought to try and fit in. There are many layers underneath that sweater, my friends. and we're gonna try and discover those layers in future videos. So I hope you will stay tuned for that. And if you are from the city of Istanbul and you can help me to understand this city and its many complexities, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. As always, I'm Dan from The New Travel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.